The health department is doing to keep area pools safe and clean, and what you should look for before taking a dip.
Plus, as schools begin to close for the summer, families are making vacation plans. We have a few things you can do to enjoy your vacation, all the while knowing things are safe at home. And the Special Olympics Summer Games begin today in Tennessee. We'll introduce you to a new local athlete and his coach.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News live at 5:30. Coverage you can count on.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. As you and your family get ready to go swimming this summer, you may not realize the water can make you sick.
This is where the health department steps in to make sure you have peace of mind while you're swimming. We'll get to that story in just a few moments, but for now, let's move on. The Ironman 70.3 competition this weekend, people from around the world are in town to take part. There's some local athletes too. Channel 3's Kate Smith is live downtown. She brings us the story about a local principal competing in the Ironman. Kate.
Greg, Lori Grant is the principal at Pleasant Grove Elementary School, and she's been working really hard prepping for this weekend's big event. Lots of running, lots of swimming, lots of biking, but she says her students have been a big support system for her. They've encouraged her during the training process, and today they celebrated her with a send-off outside of the school. Here are some of their sweet messages to get her through the race.
She's always there to support us, and this is the one day we can support her.
So we're celebrating for Miss Grant because she's going to the Iron Marathon, and I hope she really wins.
If it were me, I wouldn't want to do that, but since she's doing it, it just inspires me to just push myself even more just to do it.
Well, coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 6, you're going to hear from Mrs. Grant and hear how she's really been prepping for the Ironman. But for now, I'm live in Chattanooga. Kate Smith, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Kate, thank you. A tip about possible drug activity led to the arrest of 5 people. Soddy Daisy police were called to a home on Viewmont Lane Thursday night. When they got there, they found, they say, Colton Goins, Jacob Reed, Ashley Carter, Jacob Birchland, and Abigail Troxel. They say they had nearly 2 pounds of marijuana and other items that could be used to sell the drug. A shotgun and cash were also found by officers. 2 small children were in the house as well. They were taken to the hospital just to be checked out. All 5 adults are charged with aggravated child abuse, possession of marijuana for resale, and they face other charges too.
U.S. and California regulators have approved a fix for more Volkswagen cars caught in the company's emissions cheating scandal. The California Air Resources Board announced today Volkswagen will provide owners of 2-liter diesel vehicles with the option of a modification to bring them into compliance with U.S. standards. And Volkswagen says the fix applies to about 84,000 Passats from model years 2012 to 2014. Regulators previously approved a fix for another 67,000 2-liter Volkswagens. Volkswagen has reached settlements to repair or buy back the affected cars and to compensate their owners.
Next on Live at 5:30, a change up for Major League Baseball in Facebook.
And later in the show, when going on vacation, you don't want to let would-be crooks know that no one is home, but you want to share your pictures while gone. We'll show you a way to do both.
And I'll tell you about the chance for some showers again coming up this weekend and some heavier thunderstorms too. It's all coming up on my 7-day forecast.
As you and your family get ready to go swimming this summer, you may not realize that the water can make you sick.
It's where the health department steps in to make sure you can have peace of mind as you take a dip. Channel 3's Nick Austin has this story.
The health department has just 7 inspectors who cover thousands of facilities across Hamilton County. This time of the year, they add around 350 pools to the list, making sure they stay safe for you and your family. As pools begin opening for the summer vacation season, Health Department Inspector Lo Wilkins is staying busy, visiting pools every month while they're open. He's checking them out almost anywhere you might go.
All the sports facilities like the YMCA, the sports barn, or any other privately owned sports facility where it's for the public. You have your subdivision pools. You have your we have about 103 hotels in Chattanooga.
He checks the clarity to make sure anyone underwater could be seen. He also ensures the pools have been cleaned, chlorinated, and disinfected. If pH levels aren't just right, it could spoil your day.
You may have a rash. You may affect your eyes. It also may affect you as far as your respiratory system.
And it could shut down your favorite pool.
We will temporarily close the pool until that disinfection level is reestablished.
Although the waters aren't tested for specific diseases, Wilkins enforces strict rules if any problems arise.
When an illness is entered into the water, it's usually by, of course, a human being. And usually it would be through a fecal discharge that would be in the pool. And of course, immediately we require the pool to be closed if that occurs.
Mold and algae can form within 24 hours without chlorine. This is why it's important for pools to be maintained between inspections. But Wilkins says you should do your own inspection before taking a dip.
If you see algae or something like that growing in the pool, then report that to the health department or to the management.
Inspection results are public record. If you have a question about a pool that you want to visit, call the Chattanooga-Hamilton County Health Department at 209-8110. In Chattanooga, Nick Austin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Inspection results should also be posted at a pool's office like you'd see at a restaurant. The health department also makes sure the proper safety equipment is available at each pool, and they look to see if lifeguards are required. They are all certified.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News traffic sponsored by CHI Memorial. Schedule an annual wellness checkup today at one of our more than 30 locations. Visit chimemorialmedicalgroup.org to find a physician near you.
Hope you're having a great Friday. A couple accidents to look out for. One on Rossville Boulevard at East 43rd to look out for. Also cruise out with one on Highway 153 northbound. This will actually be on the on-ramp to Highway 153 northbound there from Highway 58. Delays moving through the downtown area. If your commute takes you I-24, here's a view of traffic there at Germantown. If you travel between the 27 split and the 75 split, right now according to TDOT, your commute time is about 11 to 13 minutes. From the US 101 Information Center, it's Mo with your Eyewitness News traffic.
We have some breaking news. Chattanooga Police and the Tennessee Highway Patrol are looking for someone off Cummings Highway who apparently fired shots at a state trooper. We have a crew headed that way right now to check it out. It's in the 4600 block of Cummings Highway. That looks to be about where Wilcox Road intersects with Cummings Highway. We'll pass along any updates as they become available.
The death of a plumber has prompted the recall of about 6,000 electric ranges because of shock and electrocution hazards. The ranges are Blomberg and Summit brand. A screw that secures the grounding strap wasn't installed during manufacturing. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says that professional plumber died from electrocution when he came into contact with an energized range and a grounded object. Consumers should stop using the recalled ranges, avoid contact until the electricity is shut off, and contact the company for a free on-site inspection and repair. We have their information on our website and in our app.
Major League Baseball owners just completed 3 days of meetings, and they have announced that live games will be available on Facebook starting tonight. As a matter of fact, Major League Baseball will offer the first of 20 Friday night games on the popular social media platform. It's the first time MLB has offered regular season games on Facebook. Previously streamed select spring training games on teams' Facebook pages. The games will be available via baseball's official MLB page, and that's facebook.com/MLB.
Ahead on Live at 5:30, we'll meet a special athlete preparing for the Special Olympics Summer Games.
Next on Live at 5:30, a few things you can do to enjoy your vacation knowing things are safe back home.
Well, we've got 2 young boys at home that use the internet.
Everyone seems to love sharing.
Well, we've got 2 young boys at home that use the internet constantly. It's not unusual to have 12 or 15 devices connected to the router. We just don't have any complaints or problems. We can stream, upload, download. Also got Netflix on 10 devices. We never have, any shortage of speed. It's always right there when we want it. Well, who wants slower internet? It doesn't make any sense, right? I love my EPB fiber optics.
Technology can be good or bad for protecting your home while you're on vacation, especially if you use Facebook to post pictures.
Our consumer technology reporter Jamie Tucker shows us how an old smartphone can help keep an eye on things while you're away.
Everyone seems to love sharing videos and photos of their vacation on Facebook while they're on vacation. You know as well as anyone else, it's not always a good idea. Here are a few things you can do even before you leave the house to make this vacation worry-free. Our biggest mistake is probably posting vacation pictures to Facebook. We all know it's a mistake, but when you're looking at a sunset like this, it's hard not to share. So before you leave home, set up a list of people you trust. In your list of friends, click on the Friends tab. You'll see the option to add them to a list of close friends, or you can create a new list. Now continue adding friends to that list. Then when you add a post or picture, you'll have the option of posting it only to that list. No one else will be able to see your photo from the beach. Remember, whatever you post to the public is visible to anyone, even if they're not your friend and even if they're not on Facebook. Well, if you don't have a security system in your house, you can use an old device and an app. Manything is for iPhones, iPods, iPads, any iOS device with a camera. Set it up on the device and the one you had with you. Aim it at a door, and whenever the camera senses motion, you'll get a text message and you can tune in live. It'll capture images and upload those to a cloud server that you'll be able to share with police to capture a crook. On Android phones, there's Salient Eye. Works the same way. You'll want to make sure your camera device is hooked up to a power source with either of these apps, just to make sure the battery doesn't run down. But the good news is we can eliminate all of this worry if we just take care of those few simple things before we leave home. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Some social media apps, including Twitter and Instagram, will hide your exact GPS location from tweets and posts. It's a good idea to turn off location services for all social media networks when you go out of town.
Well, let's head over to the Storm Alert Center and get a forecast for this all-important weekend coming up, Paul.
They're all important. All these weekends are important. All right, on our drought monitor, we're out of a drought pretty much. Well, there's a little bit of abnormal dryness still out in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina, down through Blue Ridge, Georgia, south of Dalton to about Calhoun, including Ellijay. The real bad drought still moderate to severe to extreme drought, extreme northeastern part of Georgia. That's out of our viewing area, more towards South Carolina. There's very little rain around here now. As a matter of fact, maybe a sprinkle or two, but most of the activity is off along the Ohio River Valley. Severe thunderstorm watch up along through Cincinnati, Louisville, and also some big thunderstorms with tornado watches from just about south of Dallas all the way to St. Louis, and another one has just gone out in parts of Kansas. These are really intense storms with hail and tornadoes, numerous tornado warnings with this. All this flashing, these are all warnings generally. Most of them severe thunderstorm, but there's occasionally a tornado warning. Now temperatures are really warm. 48 from Fort Payne, Dalton, Chattanooga, Cleveland, all the way to Dayton. 84 Athens and Blue Ridge, 85 Murphy, and 83 Altamont. Winds are light and variable. Pollen count, the grass pollen is starting to come up once again. So the tree pollen is going down, but the grass pollen is starting to go up, and that's a whole other different thing. So some people are allergic to grass and not trees. 89 the high today, 70 the overnight low, and just a trace of rain right after midnight. 88 in Lafayette for a high. Dalton hit 89. Chatsworth had about 1/10 of an inch, but they had 2/10 last night. Well, about 1/3 of an inch of rain. Fort Mountain, 80 for that high today. And then we had about 1/10 in Lakeside. East Ridge, 2/10 Ringgold. Lookout Mountain had 4/10. Mowbray Mountain had about 1/10 of an inch of rain. We just had a couple hundreds here at Channel 3. 1/10 of an inch out near 10 Miles, Spring City, Dayton. 2/10 Dunlap. Tecagle Mountain, but Pikeville had almost an inch of rain, 9/10, with Colmont at about 1/10, and 88 in Murphy and 90 in Jasper. Fibercast is showing very little overnight, actually nothing really. And then through much of the day tomorrow, this is by 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Again, no rain to speak of, and that's what I've been saying for the past few days. But overnight into Saturday night, and then even into Sunday, showers and thunderstorms will be scattered and pretty heavy at times, and this will continue right into early Monday morning, and it may linger into Monday. Now, when you see this type of forecast here, this is the rainfall amounts. Maybe about 1/3 of an inch or 2/3 of an inch out in Chattanooga, with almost 2 in Cleveland, 4 up into Dayton, 4 into Altamont, and only 1/3 of an inch in Athens. That's telling you that these storms are going to be scattered. Now, this is not necessarily where the heaviest rain is going to be. They could be anywhere. Heaven only knows, you know, for 48 hours out. But that shows you that some of these storms have the potential to be very heavy. So we're going to get, on the average, at least 1/2 inch to an inch, and probably 1 to 2 inches across much of the area, with outside chance of 2 to 3 inches of rain in many, many spots. So some very heavy rain will be moving in, it looks like now, for the weekend, especially Saturday night and into Sunday. Tonight, 68 with some showers, maybe, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. 88 tomorrow, and we'll call it just partly cloudy. Very humid, though. And then tomorrow night, the moisture really flows in. Showers and a few thunderstorms will develop. And then on the Channel 3 Storm Alert 7-day forecast, we're going to see those temperatures still a little bit cooler, and only 78 on Sunday, but an excellent chance for showers and storms. An excellent chance, at least the first half of Monday. Another round of showers and storms could move in on Tuesday. That's still iffy. And then scattered showers on Wednesday, and maybe an isolated shower on Thursday. But we will see a bit of a cool down by the end of next week.
Every time we're blessed with a cool down, I think, well, this is the last one before the hot stuff gets here.
Actually, I've been looking at some of the stuff that goes out 2 or 3 weeks, and we may have a real good cool down coming up for next month or so.
Memorial Day is next weekend.
That's right. That's right. Could be interesting.
Coming up on Live at 5:30, the Special Olympics Summer Games begin this weekend in Tennessee.
For a local athlete, it's his time to shine as he competes in this weekend's games.
What the Tech is brought to you by
Gig City's only local provider of the fastest internet and sharpest HD TV, EPB Fiber Optics.
The next Summer Olympic Games are still a few years out, but today marks the start of the Special Olympics Summer Games in Tennessee. John Martin has an exclusive interview with one top athlete and his very supportive coach.
We are out here practicing for the state bocce ball tournament, sort of a cross between bowling and curling, type thing. So you've got speed and direction and all these things that are involved.
Jim Hutcherson is the Area 4 Special Olympic bocce ball coach, and his star athlete is his own son, Micah, Area 4 State Athlete of the Year.
He is a very skilled player in bocce, and once you try it, you'll see that there is quite a level of skill to be attained in order to be successful.
And this weekend is a big weekend, Tennessee's Special Olympic Games. Micah's time to shine.
I feel excited just because I like to play with all my friends.
Special Olympics to them is the Olympics. It's the Olympics. And so if they can go out and win a medal or win a ribbon, they're just proud as peacocks to walk around and have those things on their chest. And it's just a heartwarming and somewhat emotional experience.
So Micah is going to play me, or I guess I'm going to play Micah in one round of bocce. And you've already warned me to be prepared, right?
Yeah.
Do you think I stand a chance at all?
No.
Yes! Wait, what? Do I go now, or do you still go? Okay, I go now. Oh, Micah, that wasn't good at all. That was, so you're winning so far. Oh, man.
A lot of these athletes have sat on the sidelines for a long time.
And attempt number 2, still not very good. Okay.
Now that they can see, they're out doing things that they've watched on TV.
Oh, I knocked you closer as if you needed the help.
They're watching her friends and brothers and sisters that have gone out and competed, and now they're able to come out and take part of that and feel like that now they're athletes as well in their particular sports. And
dang it, Micah.
It's just a great fun for them, and just to see how excited they get to make a good play or to see one of their teammates make a good play.
No surprise, Micah won hands down with quite possibly the closest shot you can get, right? Yeah, you did good, man. Good game.
The opening ceremony is tonight in Nashville at Lipscomb University's Allen Arena, and the games start tomorrow. We say congratulations to all the athletes. Next here on Live at 5:30.
I was looking straight across the road. I seen the trailer start moving and flipping. So by then, I tried to grab the dogs.
A man hurt in a tornado is concerned about his dogs. He wasn't able to take to safety. We'll show you the happy reunion when we come back.
A Wisconsin man who thought he'd lost his dogs in Tuesday's tornado has been reunited with them. Huron Belcher is still recovering at the hospital with a broken hand and cracked ribs, but look, his dogs came to see him. His mobile home was destroyed when the tornado tore through it on Tuesday. He and his brother were taken to the hospital. As for his dogs, though, he thought they were lost. Thanks to nurses at the hospital, the two pups were reunited with the owner.
It's a good feeling to help a patient be reunited with his dogs, especially when he's unable to look for them, and now he can focus on recovering physically instead of thinking about and worrying about his dogs.
I think they missed him too. The dogs have been staying at a local veterinarian's office. Belcher says it will still be some time before he's fully recovered, but he's happy to know his four-legged friends are safe. That'll do it for me. No, I've got one more story here. A new edition of the board game Clue is coming. It's called The Golden Girls. I know some people who would be interested in this. USAopoly has re-envisioned the murder mystery classic board game to feature Blanche, Dorothy, Rose, Sophia, their shared Miami home, along with metal tokens, which include a can of hairspray, a folded robe, a purse, and a tube of lipstick. According to the website, the crime in question is who ate the last piece of cheesecake. Head out and get those now. Now here at David City.
Yeah, we've got to get to the bottom of that one. Here's what's coming up next on Eyewitness News at 6.
We're celebrating for Miss Grant because she's going to the Iron Marathon, and I hope she really wins.
Whitfield County Principal is gaining a lot of support from her students because she's competing in Ironman. We're live with everything you need to know about the race, plus.
A Chattanoogan is on his way to representing the U.S. on the international karate stage. He'll compete against 40 athletes from 40 countries and make history while he's doing it. Why this trip is about representing a bigger picture.